Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Erlenberg map and we've got Dreese from Fiddy Clan in the ISU-152K. He's platooned with Stig and Randy. We're both in tank destroyers. So we've got a 3 destroyer platoon. So I'll see what positions they can take and yeah, what sort of damage they can do from there. Right, so Dreese is coming up onto this mullock heap here, which gives him a bit of a commanding position to shoot across to the hills and also across the buildings. It's the first time I've seen this, so it's new to me, but not necessarily to run. Anyway, gives a bit of a view down the track as well. Okay. Yeah, there's Lynx 6x6 there, and wow, he gets a one-shot kill on that that Lynx. 920 hit points of damage in one shot. It's pretty impressive. Now it's a 750 average damage gun, but he is firing the HE shells at the moment, which do average 950, so much better. And actually, let's have a look at the pen on that. So it's a pen of 90mm, which is actually pretty good for an HE shell. So still using this perhaps for the light tanks. Okay, there goes the CS, but no, he doesn't come out from undercover. So as usual with TDs, you've got to do a bit of waiting to get targets, but eventually they will come out in the areas that you can cover, assuming you're in the right spot. So let's see how productive this particular spot is. I've got an EBR spotting around that area, but it doesn't seem to have picked up any targets yet. But you can see there are some spotted targets that aren't showing now. There's one up at B1. In fact, oh no, this is the CS. No, he's not playing ball in that respect. Okay, there we go. There's that TD at, it's almost B2. So I think Dreese deciding, alright, he's not going to be able to hit those targets from where he is, because they're outside his draw range. So he crosses the river. To find a spot where he can get access to that. And you do sometimes catch tanks crossing the river just where that 50 TP is, so it's worth keeping an eye out for that. You can see Dreese using the commander's sort of view just to increase his understanding of what is going on right now. So that TD at the back is the Jagdtiger 88. And lines him up, waits for the aim circle to decrease. Oh, just as the visor goes dark, but he gets a one-shot kill on that Jagdtiger. That is impressive. So that would be worth, I don't know what it is, 1200 hit points of damage. We'll have a look at that after the game. That's not showing up, of course, because it went dark just as he fired. So Dreese pushing up a bit further. There's an AMBT up ahead, and he's just looking for an angle through here. Oh, there we go. He's going to get the side of this AMBT. Does 788, so he's on the standard shell now, which is the 750 average damage. So yeah, switched off the HE shells. That AMBT not feeling too healthy at the moment. And Dreese being fairly aggressive here. Now he's getting spotted here by the 50 TP, so you can see the white circle on the minimap around Dreese's position. That's the proximity circle, so if any enemy tanks within that area, you'll spot them and they'll spot you. So it sort of simulates you hearing their engine sounds, I think. Right, 50 TP backs up, but not quite enough. So the question is, do you move forward in this context? Well, danger is if, okay, you are being spotted by the 50 TP, so the other tanks around there will know that you're there. There's a Caliban there, which has also got a pretty punchy premium shell. And if you come around to put your gun on the 50 TP, you'd be offering your side to tanks further up the line there. So Dreese just wisely waiting until you can establish what is actually up there. And again, spotted by proximity by the 50 TP. So just backing up, in fact, there you go, there's the MBT comes out and he gets rid of him. It's only 252 hit points, but that's another kill to Dreese. That gives him 3 kills now. And that 50 TP is on very low health, so he's not going to get a lot out of that as well. But hey, kills are kills. And Caliban's on the other side of a wall, so that's okay. Now he's got the back of the 50 TP and gets rid of him. So that takes another gun out of the game. Now his team is now quite firmly in control of the game. They're 4 tanks up. Not a huge amount of HP up, but certainly enough to make a difference. And Dreese looks like he's pretty comfortable now. He's gotten rid of all these challenges. He can come up and round on this Caliban. There's quite a few tanks interested there, but they're on the outside of a wall. The Caliban is tucked in a corner. He's basically facing out back towards where Dreese is, waiting for tanks to come around the corner and try and put a shell into that. Might be the last shell he puts in, but he could get a kill out of that nonetheless. So he's obviously feeling pretty tight in, and here we go. Dreese has got just an angle. He's not exposed to the gun. You can put a hit in on the Caliban, and he does, and he gets the kill. So it brings up his 5th kill, and he's heading towards the top gun if he can keep this going. But there's only 4 vehicles left on the enemy side. 3 of them have been spotted and 1 hasn't, so there's unspotted ones at TS5. But they're most likely all around the same position. Oh, look, there's Nati there, T92, who was last seen up the back there at sort of A3, A4 area. And here we go, there's the side of the TS5. He needs to aim. He's spotted now. Oh, and he doesn't penetrate with a standard shell. It's a bit unfortunate. Scorpion G there. Potentially has a shot, but now he's in reload. Oh, and the Scorpion G's been taken out. So now he takes a hit from a Barask he hasn't seen, and there's the TS5. TS5's been taken out, and he's taken another hit from the Barask. So, not look like it's going to add more damage there, but certainly still in the game. Yeah, he's looking for that Barask. Fires on snapshot there, but doesn't hit. And that Barask is the last one in the game, and now he's been taken out, so that is the end. So let's go and see what Dreese's total damage was. Okay, so no special badges apart from the Ace Tanker Mastery there, but let's see what happened to that Jagdtiger. How much damage was that? 1500 damage in 1 shot. That's pretty impressive. Must have got him on the side of the turret, of course, that bit weaker armor, but yeah, nice high roll. So it must have been an ammo rack. So 5 kills there, as we saw. And he's finished on top of the experience with 1235, which is giving the Ace Tanker there. How did the rest of the team go? The platoon went, Stig did 1228, and Brandy did a little bit less than that. Yeah, so they weren't quite as effective, but nonetheless, Dreese really had the biggest impact on the game. Didn't get quite damaged there. That was the Scorpion that was killed at the end. Yeah, he was giving up a lot of EXP to people spotting for him, so he wasn't going to get much of a reward out of that. Anyway, Dreese's game, he fired 9 shots, 7 hits, 6 penetrations. So excellent shooting there, and particularly with a casemate tank destroyer, and certainly that long range, you saw the bloom you get on the shots. So excellent shooting there. He was on showing his first mark of excellence, and we know he's doing consistent damage there in the tank. And he had some reserves going there, which gave him some extra thing, but it is a premium tank, and you can see his repair costs very minimal. And he used standard ammunition throughout, so did really well there, made a nice profit of 155K. Yeah, great game there from Dreese. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks for watching.